Shalom, family. Peace and blessings to everybody. Happy Monday. Before we get started on the video, make sure you like the video, hit me up in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel if it ain't too much to ask. Now, let's get into it, family. Hope everybody enjoyed the weekend, by the way. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about being different, being somewhat isolated, but really just standing out while you're on the journey of semen retention. Quick backstory, fellas. I know plenty of y'all are like me, man. I'm an introvert, man. How many of y'all that's watching this videos are introverts? Let me know in the comment section if y'all are introverts. Let me know in the comment section if y'all feel like all throughout y'all lives, growing up, being a teenager, being a young adult. Let me know if you guys always were those type of guys that had your own mind. You didn't follow behind crowds. You just did your own thing. You know what I'm saying? You always been your own person. Let me know in the comment section if any of you guys are like that. Because quick backstory about me, I was always like a somewhat of a social outcast all my life. I was always like introverted. I always stayed to myself. Not to say I didn't have friends or anything like that, but I always had my own mind. I never was the type of kid or a teenager or a young adult that like followed behind other people and did like what other people were doing. I never did like what the popular thing was to do. I always just been me. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, like to my detriment, that kind of like made life a little bit tough for me, especially like when I was a kid. You know, if you a young kid and you know you in grammar school, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, freshman in high school, and everybody else that's your age is doing this, but you over there doing your own thing, it's like everybody gonna look at you like you weird, right? And it's just like that's kind of how semen retention is, man. And I made this example so many times. Like if you stand two guys next to each other, right, in a room, and one guy right here is on semen retention. He been on semen retention for 9 months. He hasn't watched corn. He hasn't masturbated. He hasn't fornicated. And then next to him is a guy that watches corn every day, masturbates every day, fornicates often. You can look at both of those men and you could tell like who does what. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be able to tell just by how those guys carry themselves. You're gonna be able to tell just by their body language. You're gonna be able to tell just by their posture. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you are going to be set apart on this journey of semen retention, man. That's why it's important to stay strong. Don't worry about being a social outcast because trust me, a lot of people bash our community. A lot of people talk down on semen retention. A lot of people knock semen retention. It's even people that say semen retention is a demonic practice. I know, right? Like the most insane thing you've ever heard in your life. I like it's people really say like the wildest things. People come in my comment section sometimes and they question the sexuality of guys that are on semen retention. And I just don't get it, man. And it's like all because this world is filled with so many men that cannot control themselves sexually. This world is filled with so many men that cannot control being tempted by things, man. There are simply men in this world that do not know how to not give in to things, man. There are people in this world that don't know how to not give in to their flesh. But then when they see people like us, the semen retention community guys, they sit and knock us and sit and talk about us and say what we're doing is demonic. But no, what you doing is demonic. You're living a sexually immoral life. And we're not doing that over here. So please explain to me how in the world what we're doing is demonic. Like I don't understand that. Like no one has yet to explain that to me, man. It's weird, man. It's just one of those things that's just very strange to me, man. But with that being said, fellas, just know that you will be set apart on the journey of semen retention, man. Because before I had my recent relapse about a month ago, I was on semen retention for 7 long months, man. 7 long, hard freaking months. But I did it. I made it. I was set apart from other guys. I could just tell. Like I would go to the grocery store sometime and I could just tell by the cashier like how they would talk to me and flirt with me. But then when I was done paying for my things, the next guy that was in the line behind me would go up there to that same cashier, the same woman. And that woman wouldn't even acknowledge that guy, like wouldn't say hi to him or nothing. But like when I was up there, she was all in my face, smiling, fidgeting with her hair and all type of stuff, man. So yeah, I definitely was set apart, man. And I'm still set apart because I'm still on this journey. So I want you guys to don't ever feel bad. Don't ever let nobody, man, talk down on you being on your journey, man. Your journey is your journey, man. Everybody experience is gonna be different. You understand what I'm saying? But the main thing, bro, is to just stay strong and stay focused, man, and be proud of who you are. Be proud to be separated from the other guys. Be proud to not be those type of people that gotta every single day they can't even get out the bed until they watch corn and masturbate, man. And I used to be one of those guys. So I'm not even knocking nobody. I'm not even knocking nobody. Do you know it is men in the world today that are in relationships that have good women at home, even married men. It's married men right now in the world today that are so entangled in their own lust, and they just don't know how to battle temptations, that they'll go out here and cheat on their wives, or they'll go out here and cheat on their girlfriends. Man, it's people who really cannot control themselves. Like, it's a real thing. That is a real illness, man. It's serious. And you know, I used to be one of those guys who did that, man. I've had good women in my life, but I couldn't stop cheating on them, man. And I don't want you guys to be like that, man, because I ran off a lot of good women doing that. I ruined a lot of relationships doing that, man. I ruined a lot of good women doing that. So when I got my sexual lust in check and started to control myself, I noticed that my life just got that much better, man. Because my every day-to-day life, it wasn't controlled by lust. It wasn't controlled by sex, man. And people call me weird. Even people in my own family think I'm weird for being on this journey, man. But I'm so used to being called weird because I've been an introvert all my life. I even got into it with one of my best friends a couple months ago, man. Back in, I think, like December, right before Christmas. One of my best friends, knew the guy all my life, man, for the past 20, how old am for like 25 years, man. Cause I'm 31 and I think I met him when I was like 6 or 7, one of them. And a guy that I've known for the past 25 years, me and him got into it, man. You know, he got into one of my videos, got in my comment section on one of my videos and questioned my sexuality, talking about what type of real man talks about his semen to other men, and semen retention is weird and all this other stuff. And we got into it over that. We got into it over a lot of things. It wasn't even just that, but it was a lot of stuff. And you know what I'm saying? It just goes to show like how people like when you live your life in a way that is weird to other people because they don't know how to live their life like that, or they're not strong enough, they don't have the willpower to live that type of sexually moral life. Of course it's gonna come off like it's weird to them. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just crazy to me, man. But I've been an outcast all my life, man. Even my certain family members I got, they don't agree with how I live my life now, being on semen retention. They don't agree with me getting closer to the Most High. It's people in my family, believe it or not, that think I'm not even worthy of getting close to the Most High. Ain't that something? It's like, who are you as another human being to tell another human being they're not worthy of being close to God? Like, people are just so evil, man. Like, and it be your family members and friends that you've known all your life that be the main ones that sit and knock you and talk down on you, man. Who are you is another flesh and blood human being to tell me that I'm not worthy of having a relationship with God? Like, who says who? Like, who are you to make that decision? You know what I'm saying? Like, people are just weird, man. People are just weird. I just noticed like my circle just getting smaller and smaller being on this journey, man. And it's all good because I like it like that, man. I really do like it like that because I've noticed that I've been able to weed out all the people that wasn't for me. I've been able to weed out all my haters. I've been able to weed out everybody that don't want me to win, man. Everybody that's always rooting for me to lose, bro. Because me winning and me becoming a better person is going to make them have to look in the mirror and face their shortcomings. You understand what I'm saying? So keep doing what you're doing, fellas. No matter what anybody say about you, man. Stay strong out there, my brothers. You got this, man. I believe in y'all, man. And I don't even know y'all, but I know if I could do it, y'all could do it. It ain't nothing wrong with being set apart. It ain't nothing wrong with being different, man. Remember that. Don't ever let nobody talk down on you and make you feel bad because you want to be in good standing with the Most High and you want to establish a solid relationship with the Most High by living a sexually moral life. It ain't nothing wrong with that, fellas. So keep that in mind. Thank you guys for watching the video, man. If it ain't too much to ask, please like the video, hit me up in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hopefully it's not too much to ask, man. I love you guys, man. Shalom, family. Until the next video, take care.